Maybe it's dying. It is low in battery, but that shouldn't have been a problem. And I can use the, make sure this thing is, yeah, we're back, right? Yeah, we're back, right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that. Um, I was just I was just over here talking to myself. Yeah, I was just over here talking to myself and like I was like, "Yo, we just had like 30 people in here. Where did they go?" And I was like, "Where in the hell did everybody go?" I was like, "What do you guys not like the angle from all the way over here where the gravy is? I'll move it back. I'll move it back." Had to walk away from my gravy for a second. That's all right because I'd already stopped, and dropped, shut them down, open up the heat a little bit. Mmm, bro, that's good gravy. Perfect amount of like char flavor. It's perfect. Chicken's good. Nice and juicy. Cast iron is probably, I guess if I had to choose one, if I could only have one, My cast iron skillet is probably the one that I'm keeping. But I do like my stainless steel stuff too. Now after letting it chill for a minute, all that flavor's come off the bottom of the pan. I hate that I hate that the stream gets cut in half because that first one we were doing really good. That might have been one of our top cooking streams yet. And of course something would happen. Teflon is trash, throw it away. I do have some non-stick things, but they're very like nothing else goes in them but like soft utensils. I use it for pancakes. It's very good for pancakes. Which the cast iron would be too, but the cleanup just for pancakes, not worth it to use the cast iron. That's right. No way. Really? Yeah, I guess so. Shit. Well, our gravy's in good shape. That last stream was titled about the gravy. I think I'm getting the titles a little better, but here. Check out this. See the bottom of the pan? All that flavor is now in the gravy. And it's like, it will thicken up a little more. Now that the rice is done, we'll go to the final heat stage of the gravy. And we're taking you to Flavor Town, dudes. And that's exactly how that's going to be. Flavorful as shit. I don't know if y'all could tell by those little swipes where that's how you could tell. For me, that's how you can tell your gravy's getting where it needs to be. Because if you can do like a nice swipe like this and still be able to see the bottom of the pan for just a second before it rushes, before all the gravy rushes back down, then to me, that means that there's a thing flying above my head. What happens is, our front porch, that wasn't directed at you guys, our front porch light's on, and the flying things are attracted to that. So when the front porch light is off, when the front porch light is on and I'm coming inside and I got this white shirt on that glows in the light, they just start attracting to the white shirt and then they come inside with me. There's a couple of moths. I see both of them landed on the wall. One in a dark spot, one in a light spot. There ain't nothing you can do about that. Okay, I'm gonna use the cake thing and hit this rice with about that much butter. And I'm just gonna go in here and stir this rice around. And get that butter up in there. And get this rice separated from the bottom of the pot. That's another thing, that when you make rice in a rice cooker, that I try to do that helps a lot, is to go in and make sure to because it's not going to stick to the bottom of the pot in a rice cooker. Just make sure to get one of these frosting spreaders for cake and pull what's on the bottom of the rice cooker off of the bottom so that it doesn't keep cooking even after you turn it off a little bit. And I tell you what we're going to do here now. Damn, that's some nice gravy. All right. Turn that off. And what time is it? 1 o'clock. We're making good timing. It'll take me a few minutes to eat, a few minutes to clean. We should be in Skyrim around 1:45, maybe a little after. Possibly a little before, but doubt it. Get my bowl that I like to use. Get me some rice in the bowl. And then now come up Dip in there with some of that crispy gravy. I'm calling it crispy gravy because it's got more of a like a char taste to it than some of the other gravies I made, which isn't bad. This is the thing, is like, no matter how many times you make gravy, if you make it from scratch, you will never make the same gravy twice. And that's all there is to it. No matter how hard you try, you will never make the same gravy twice. And I'm going to take this guy and run it through the gravy treatment. Up here on top of my rice bowl. Hold on now. All right, hold on a minute. Let me just set up over here and bring you guys with me. So we'll just keep you on the thing. We'll just drop it down. Oh, damn. Oh, I thought I broke the thing. It's just a little Bluetooth clip. Ooh. This is our creation. There's a thumbnail for the last video. I'll have to edit the title for a part 2 on this one. Ooh, this is good. Ooh. Dude. So, it's hold on. Okay. So it has the char taste from a little of that from the bottom of the pan, and I didn't know how I would feel about it, but now that I got it mixed together with the rice, it's a really interesting addition to this thing that I make all the time. It's almost like okay, so I see when I eat the chicken, oh snap, Dude, thank you, B&B. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you can still be poor and make, honestly, that gravy is a poor people thing. Like gravy is a, that's a Depression era poor people. We're gonna stretch this and every bit of, we're gonna stretch this out and every bit of yield we get from even what we cook, we're going to use that as well. I couldn't put my finger on exactly what the flavor was that I'm getting from the gravy because of what was burnt on the bottom of the pan. It tastes like the gravy has been smoked. And like I wasn't thinking this in a negative way at all. I couldn't put my, I was like, man, this tastes so close to something that I'm familiar with. I couldn't put my finger on what it was. But it tastes like now that I've got it, it makes it even better. It tastes like when you smoke those chicken wings and you get that smoky smoke ring, that nice smoked flavor. Poor people food is actually the best. You kidding me? Of course it is, because those people figured out how to make things that you shouldn't be eating good. Dude. It has like, it has that, well, smoked and grilled. I must correct myself. It tastes smoked, but it also tastes like grilled. The gravy taste has a grilled, because of that grilled char flavor compound is like one of my favorite things in food, which is why I'm surprised it didn't jump out at me quicker, that that's what it was. But like after having the gravy on the chicken, I'm like, oh, this just tastes grilled and smoked. I'm throwing rice out of the bowl, trying to cut this chicken. Should just let it fall apart like that. Yeah. This is like, such a unique flavor for gravy. Like, in a good way. Like it's very, oh, I hadn't had it like this before. Not like that. I have had it like this before. But it's more of like a flavor compound I usually have elsewhere. But yeah, dude, with the rice. A little bit of chicken in there. By the way, I've gotten a couple bites of the bits of the chicken that was cooked in the gravy. Pretty nice. See, the reason, so there would be a time to where this would be problematic. If I made this gravy and the gravy itself was scorched, that would not be a good time. That would not be what we want. But while you're chewing it, it just tastes like gravy. While you're chewing it, it just tastes like gravy. After you finish it and inhale, you get that on the back end. You get that ashy, charred, almost burnt. You get that on the back end, which is nice. Right where you want it. You never want that flavor to lead. You never want that to be the first thing that you taste. It's even better as it's cooling down. You don't want that to lead, but if it's part of the flavor in some capacity, like on the back end, it has a place in the dish. If that's the first thing that you taste, not good. But it's not the first thing that you taste. The first thing that you're like, ooh, something's different here. What is it? And not in a bad way. That's exactly how it is. Hell yeah. Just got a couple pieces of the chicken that was in the gravy while it was cooking. Nice. I'm gonna have to do this again. Oh man, I wonder if the chewing is grossing you guys out. Can you guys hear that? Yes. It's the kind of gravy for people who like the corners. Exactly. It's very good. Like, I've gotten to the point to where I don't make bad gravy. Like, I just don't. But like I've made better gravy than this, for sure. I mean, I've made some world class, world star gravy. World star hip hop, world star gravy. Like I've definitely made like some fucking incredible gravy. And those gravies were better than this gravy. But this gravy's pretty damn good for what it is. It's different than the gravy I usually make, which I kind of like. Actually, now that it's cooled off some, World Star. It does keep on getting better. You have to admit it's getting better. It's getting better all the time. Couldn't get much worse. But yeah, I don't have bad gravy anymore. There's just gravy that's not as good as the last few batches. But still, this gravy is probably better than the gravy I made a year ago. Like on average, this is probably below average gravy. But my point is that my below average gravy is probably better than the average person's good gravy. Good gravy. Is that the AC or is it raining? I can never tell. Dude, this seems like It's like so unique in a way that I'm like, you know how you try something from like a different culture of cooking? This is giving me that same sensation to where it's like, this is like such a unique thing in what I'm normally making. And because I make the same things so often, it's kind of nice to have like a different. It's nice to have like a different kind of complexity. It's not bad, but I don't think anybody else would have it and be like, wow, this is incredible. But this is still incredibly, there's so much flavor in it. Because the chicken is also a little charred in certain spots, that adds to the gravies. That piece of gristle don't want to go. Having the chicken's char along with the gravy char, that might be a little much. You know, honestly, it's not even really like, it's just the flavor, like I was saying earlier, with the rice and gravy, because the rice was seasoned with nothing except butter at the end. The rice was holding back that intense flavor compound until the very last second. But when it's coming from the chicken and the gravy, it arrives sooner than you want it to. With that being said, as I'm eating this chicken, I'm like running it along the bottom of the bowl to get more of the gravy, because that's how we do it. I probably got the skillet too hot. I probably could have at some point turned the thing down and avoided that, but it's not that big of a deal. And I have another pack of thighs in the refrigerator that are thawed out for tomorrow. $130, right? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this mess up behind me. And I'm going to go ahead and unplug this thing and get the stream cut off and pick it back up when we do Skyrim in just a minute. I'll say give me 20 minutes to get this shit cleaned up and put away. SSX tricky. Ooh, y'all hear that? That was a good one, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for you on this one. I might have to sit here for a minute and let my body digest what it's just been through. And yeah, give me about 20 minutes to clean all this shit up, and I'll see y'all in the bedroom studio for some Skyrim, all right? We got some dragon shouts. I'm about to full throw these dishes into the dishwasher because I ain't feeling like doing a whole lot. I'm gonna wash my cast iron. Everything else is getting in the dishwasher. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Like the video on the way out, will you? Thank you. Roll Tide.